Hello guys, what's going on? I'm the Dutchman and today I am making a channel update video. The channel update, this video itself will be uploaded to YouTube of course, and it basically is to explain a little bit about how I create the content that I do, as well as asking you guys what exactly you guys want me to focus on. Now, as some of you may know, I run a Patreon account which gets me a certain set amount of money each month, and that basically allows me to keep making the remake mod. As you know, I run the remake mod on ModDB, and it also allows me to do YouTube and such. If it weren't for the Patreon, I would basically be sitting behind a cash register or something, and I'd have to support myself via some other job as I go through my education. Now, I'd very much like to keep modding, of course. But at this point, I'm stretching myself a little thin in terms of as well the YouTube content, as well as doing things on Twitch. For example, the Viscount build streams right now are going on; those take quite a bit of time, and of course, making the mod itself and the YouTube channel. Supporting all that does stretch me a little thin. And this is basically to let you guys know that over the past month, I've tried really hard to make this whole YouTube thing work in terms of money, because as I said, the Patreon account is pretty much the only reason I can keep doing what I do right now, and I'd very much like to keep doing that. So. The YouTube videos I have tried to monetize via ad revenue, and long story short, it's simply not worth it to make these YouTube videos. YouTube videos like, for example, the ship versus ship battles, as well as the unit overview. I just started that series, which I kind of stopped doing immediately. And long story short, it's simply not financially viable for me to keep doing that. And the Patreon page, I think, is primarily for people who want to support the mod itself. Though there are two stretch goals on the Patreon page which do state that I would upload more videos to YouTube. So here I am with this update, basically asking you guys, what kind of content do you want to see me make? I of course want to make content that people want to support, and I don't necessarily know what the best way to go about that is. I have created a poll on Patreon, which is for patrons only, so only the people who are already supporting, to basically state what direction do you guys want me to take the whole content creation thing into. Do you want me to focus on modding, which is just purely the Empire at War Remake mod? Would you like to see more ships, or maybe tweak existing content to perfection? Or do you want me to focus on things like YouTube videos and such? That poll is currently ongoing, but of course that doesn't include all of the people that watch me on YouTube. So this video is for you guys, and I'd like to ask you to let me know in the comments below. Do you guys want me to focus maybe on YouTube things, which is like, say, mod-related content, say, ship overview videos, and that sort of stuff, or more let's plays? Say we could do things like finally returning to that Knights of the Old Republic let's play, or maybe Skyrim or something similar. Just in general, something people want to support and are willing to support. If you guys just want to see more mod content, which is, for example, yesterday, let me switch scenes real quick if I can find it. Place the webcam in front of me, so let's see, desktop. Yes, yes, okay. For example, yesterday I went back into the mod and tweaked some existing content, which are the fire effects. Here you can see, for example, a few fire effects on the Eclipse, and a little bit clearer on the Mon Calamari 80, as well as the um, Allegiance. Now, of course, this is tweaking existing content, which is purely modding. And of course, time spent modding is not spent on doing things like YouTube. And no, yeah, of course, spending time on YouTube is not time spent on modding. So basically, what I want to try to do is um, I want to know what you guys would be willing to support on Patreon. The only reason I can keep doing this is the Patreon, and I very much would like to keep doing this, of course, since I can't tell you how much better this is than sitting behind a cash register all day. I like to create things like this, and this is really, if you haven't noticed yet, this is kind of my passion. I've been doing this for years now, and I personally enjoy it a lot, and people seem to enjoy it a lot too. So I basically want to know, what do you guys want to see me do, and what are you guys willing to support as I do it? I want to get as much support as I can, of course, on the Patreon page to keep doing this for as long as I can. Maybe build up a little bit of savings, so even if there are a few down months, I can still keep doing this. Yeah, well, that's actually the whole thing. That's the whole story. Let's see. I did wrote down a little bit of a script. Patreon lets me work on modding. Dealt time spent on YouTube versus time modding. Well, as I said, if I'm spending time on doing YouTube content, I'm not spending time modding. Um, and contrary to popular belief, making these short videos on YouTube actually takes quite a bit of time. Sometimes you have to do retakes, sometimes you have to do a bunch of editing in between, or tweaking sound levels or something, and sometimes you have to scrap entire videos altogether. That really does take quite a while. Right, what do you guys want me to see? Right, so the Patreon poll has a few options. It basically asks, do you want to see, for example, mod related stuff on YouTube? Do you guys want to see me do Let's Play stuff on YouTube? Or do you want me to focus purely on the remake mod as it is on existing content, say for example the Galactic Civil War era, which is of course the Empire versus the Rebel stuff, and just make new ships for that? Or do you guys want to see me go into different stuff entirely, say Clone Wars era, or perhaps even Old Republic Legacy era? Hell, we can even go into pre-hyperspace, Great Hyperspace War stuff. Say, but yeah, that's basically it. At this point, I'm just rambling on. So yeah, long story short, what would you guys be willing to support me doing on Patreon so that I can keep doing what I absolutely love to do for as long as I can? Um, yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching this channel update. For now, I will be toning the YouTube content down a bit to focus on modding. Since, as I said, I do want to do as much modding as I can, and I think most of the Patreons do support me to support the remake mod. So, in that sense, the YouTube content will be toned down a little bit, and I hope you guys will comment down below what you guys would like to see of me, and possibly some of you who aren't aware that I run the Patreon page to let me do this might now also support. So, if that's possible, then great. If not, no worries. I'm not going hungry quite yet, of course, so just watching the videos and stating that you like the mod, just being supportive in general, is also a huge help. But if you can spare something, every little bit does, of course, help. So thank you guys for watching, and well, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.